right, everyone, welcome back to Beaufort, South Carolina, where we will resume the game that was unfortunately delayed last night between Jefferson Parish West of Louisiana and Decatur County of Tennessee. Hi, everyone. I'm Max Siraj. Welcome back here to Burton Wells Park. And I'm joined alongside today by my good friend, Mr. Bracken Lambert. Bracken, I'm going to let you take it away, sir.
Oh, thanks, Max. We're glad to get everything going back here at beautiful Burton Wells Park in Burton, South Carolina. Max and I both have some history of this park growing up here in the Low Country, but we are resuming game two of the tournament here in the Dixie Boys Junior with Louisiana and Tennessee. So after we resume, Diaz starts off on first throw over to first base. And now he's got a 1-2 count here on French. We're getting started. He's like French is having to take out some jewelry.
Well, we waited 4 hours for this game yesterday, and finally got started. In about 10 to 15 minutes into it, it was called off due to rain. Yeah. But we are so happy to be back here for day 2 of the Dixie Boys Baseball World Series, and it's shaping up to be a good one so far. As we have 2 runners on for Tennessee at first and second.
It's going to be an epic day of baseball here in the Loco as Diaz winds, fires, swung on and missed by French. And that is strikeout number 2 already. That's going to bring up Asa Smith. Asa Smith batting out of the left-handed first baseman. So we got 2 other games that are deep into the game. Let's say that, Max. We're just getting started here on field number 2. Diaz's first pitch, fastball right there on the outside black, first strike.
Yeah, over on field 1, we have South Carolina being represented, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, one of the 3 South Carolina teams that are in the Dixie Boys and Junior Boys tournament, including the host for the Dixie Boys tournament, Beaufort County. They have 2 teams in this tournament as well.
That one's squibbed over to the third baseman. He makes the clean play, but it was hit just softly enough with this wet infield dirt. He's going to reach on an infield single, and the bases are loaded. That's going to bring up Khalil Strode. See if Diaz can work out of this jam. Working out of the stretch. Bases loaded full of Tennessee players. First pitch. A little cut fastball there in there for a strike. Diaz got good mechanics there. Checks the runner at second and delivers. That one in there for a strike. He's way ahead 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Diaz. Fastball just a little bit up. That one had a little bit of tailback on there, Max.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed in the short time I got to see Diaz yesterday is his ball has really good movement on it, no matter what pitch he's throwing.
And swung on and missed. Ball right above the letters. And that's 3 strikeouts for Diaz. So 2 runners left on here in the first inning. We're through a half inning here in Burton, and we're scoreless between Tennessee and Louisiana.
Traffic around you. More people are on the roads driving to work, school, or the beach and just living their lives. Our first responders, fire, police, and EMS save lives every day. We need to help them do their jobs safely, and at the end of the day, we'll all go home to our families.
Make sure to check out Festive Beaufort, your exclusive ticket to all the excitement happening across Beaufort County. Join us as we explore vibrant events that bring our community together. From local flavors at seafood festivals to creativity at art shows, Festive Beaufort celebrates the heart and soul of our community. Don't miss the stories behind these events that make Beaufort County shine. Tune in and discover why Beaufort County is the place for every occasion. Festive Beaufort is where the spirit of our community comes alive. Find episodes of Festive Beaufort on BCTV, on the BCTV YouTube channel, and on the BCTV app.
Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorites.
And we're back as the first pitch. Trying to get all of our stuff put together here from Miles Roach. Goes to the backstop. So it's pitcher versus pitcher as Luis Diaz steps in. He's the leadoff hitter and the first pitcher and the pitcher, and he's going to bloop a single in there to right field. So a good start there for Louisiana.
Now batting number 21, Griffin.
That's going to bring in the catcher, Pete Griffin. Max, you want to go ahead and give us a starting lineup there for Louisiana?
Yeah, solid team. Coming out of Jefferson Parish, for my time of playing baseball, Jefferson Parish always brings out some strong teams, and usually teams that are favorites going into the World Series.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Max, but a throw over there from Roach gets away from the first baseman, and Diaz is going to move up to second base. So already Louisiana putting some pressure on the Tennessee defense.
Yeah, I was saying, Jefferson Parish, whether it's from Jefferson Parish East or West, they always have real strong teams going into these tournaments at any level, including the Dixie boys and junior boys.
All right, looks like a courtesy number 18 going to come in here. That's going to be Blake Clark.
Pitcher number 18, Blake Clark.
Looking at some of the biographies, speaking of Blake Clark, his favorite song is "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube.
Okay. All right. So Pete Griffin steps into the plate here. No count with a runner at second. Miles Roach. Pitcher checks the runner and delivers outside ball one. Here's your defensive lineup for Tennessee. You've got from third to first, Tootin, Stewart, Pratt, and Smith. From left to right, Butel, Adams, and Madness. Roach and French are battery. That one slung across the plate in there for a strike. So again, Tootin, Stewart, Pratt, and Smith. Butel, Adams, Madness, Roach, and French, your battery. So the 1-1 here from Roach. And he fakes the throw back to second.
I'll make sure she gets my cat. They said, "Tell me, you're gonna want the bad guy."
The glass in our press box, Max, are finally starting to clear up a little bit just so we can kind of see a little bit. And it's finally able to see it. Missed that pitch, the previous pitch, but that one's down low. Evens to count at 2. So I want to know, Max, have you ever seen a pitcher catcher duo lead off your 1 and 2 hitters? Have you ever seen that before?
No, I mean, it can definitely happen in terms of this level, at this level of baseball. I mean, I've seen it happen before, but when it comes to the World Series, I don't think I've ever seen that ever.
Yeah.
And my times of playing in the World Series as well as paying attention to this one here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to check out, but there it is, ball 4 outside, and you got your first 2 batters reach base.
Number 44, Embers, Challenge.
I can next step away for a second, so I'll take over here. Here's the pitch. Steve Wright. So no 1 count here. Louisiana threatening with a man on second. Looks back towards second. The pitch. High and away, and the runner will head towards third. Catcher throws, and he won't get it there in time. So now we have runners on second and third. A runner 90 feet from home plate, looking to score the first run of this game. So no outs, 1-1 count. Throw. Oh, almost hit him there. Boy, that was a close one. It's a 2-1 count. Jefferson Parrish looking to score here. Outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Jefferson Parrish is threatening a bases loaded situation. Here is the pitch. And that is inside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And Jefferson Parrish is threatening with no outs and bases loaded.
That's going to bring up Pastrana. Thank you, Max. Had to take a quick break away there real quick. And already we got a meeting on the mound. So nobody out with the bases loaded. Max, what do you think the key here for Roach is to get out of this inning? Because you do not want to let this implode and get going, because all of a sudden that first game and you allow too many runs. We've seen it before at the high school level and the collegiate level. You let that big inning happen, and then it's going to be a dog climb at the hole.
Yeah, you got to be really smart in this situation. I mean, you have no outs, you have the bases loaded, so more than likely a run will score, and you want to, at best, you want to have only 1 run score. But it would be great if they find a way to get out of this inning. But he's got to pitch very smart, be very careful with how he pitches and where he locates in the strike zone.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're easily okay with giving up a run for 2 outs. You can trade it, trade to a double play. You pinch up the middle. You play the corners in. See if you can get a ground ball back to the pitcher, back to third base or first base. Try to get the runner out at home. Let's see how it goes here. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Yeah, he's pulling it there to his glove side. That's going to bring up Pastrana, first baseman. The 1-0. And that one's grounded to shortstop. Could be 2. He's going to take the shirt out at first. A run will score, but he does get the out. So call that 6-3 in the book, and the run is going to score. It's 1-0 Louisiana.
Batting number 42, Hayden.
Yeah, in that situation, obviously it would have helped Tennessee more to get that double play, but getting 1 out, it does matter.
Yeah, but that pitch was, or that ball was hit so softly, and it was fielded cleanly. A great job there by Tennessee's steward to make it in. They're going to bring the infield in. You got to sit here and try and cut that runner down at home. Yeah, you trade the run for an out. You do the same thing here. If you give up 1 or 2 runs, that's not insurmountable. You just don't want to get 3 or more and start building up a tough.
Yes.
That one, there it is, right there on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1.
And that's kind of what you want to see out of him here. Be able to paint those corners. See if you can get the guy to reach out a little bit with the bat.
Yeah, he's missing on that glove side, so he's pulling a little bit out of his off the mound there. But the count is 2-1. Louisiana's 5-hole hitter. That one sails outside 3-1 and is in danger of loading the bases again. Again, it doesn't matter if you load them up, as long as you can keep the big inning small. But yeah, the infield's playing in. I think the best case with the infield dirt so soft, you've got to take advantage of that and try to move yourself in. Now it's down low in the dirt. It's at his feet. So ball 4 in, the bases are loaded again. And that's going to bring up Gavin and Agrizano up here.
Yeah, Tennessee is now in a position where they can get a double play, but they got to, pitcher's got to find a way to get this ground ball here.
Yeah, you're going to see the middle infield pinch back up in the double play depth, and the corners are going to remain in. So the same thing that we were just talking about a moment ago. You get a ball to the third baseman, you're coming home with it. You take the sure out. Pulls that one outside, ball 1.
And again, like you said, he's pulling those pitches a little bit. If he can find a way to get that back in the strike zone, paint those corners just a little bit, he should be able to make it through here.
Leg kick and deliver. That one's fell back to the screen. Evens count at 1. Arizona, the big DH here for Louisiana. Wearing number 8 on his back. There's plenty of good number 8s throughout history. That one, the off-speed pitch all the way to the backstop, but the short one ball back there allows French to quickly get to it, and they almost caught it.
Nice job by Tennessee to hold those runners where they were.
Yeah, almost caught Keller napping in there in no man's land between second and third. A 2-1 count here from Roach. Down low, and that one scoots away. He's going to score. So Griffin comes around on the wild pitch. It's 2-0, Louisiana. Yeah, those are the tough ones we've seen plenty of time. Wild pitches are always tough to, and you got to get used to the moisture, the humidity, and all that kind of stuff around here. And you're going to miss ball 4.
Yeah, Roach is struggling here. I think coaches are going to have to make a decision here. They don't want to keep these bases loaded because that just puts a lot of pressure. And here comes the coach.
And Minnie on the mound. We got a new pitcher coming in. So as soon as we can see who that is, we'll let you know. So AJ Pratt's going to be the new pitcher. So now we got to see what they're going to do with.
Well, the Dixie Boys World Series is proudly brought to you by Beaufort County Television. Watch your local government and community in action on Beaufort County Television. Download our free app and tune in for all things Beaufort County, available on all major streaming services. Beaufort's own media, the ultimate in Beaufort County Schools live game coverage. And Substation 2. Substation 2 on Trask Parkway in Beaufort. Beaufort's favorite subs. It's how we make it.
Max, have you had a Substation 2 sub before?
I have not.
All right.
It's on my list of things to do while I'm here in Beaufort for these next few days.
As being on Beaufort County, we got Beaufort County locals here. So that's the beauty about this World Series, that you get great community involvement. And so both of us are locals.
Yes.
You're obviously spending more time on south of the Broad, me up here in north of the Broad. But there used to be 2 substations all around Beaufort. One over by Beaufort High School. That was our spot when we would leave campus and right after school and go grab a sub. And that was our pregame meal. It was always go get a sub from substation. And then they closed down. There was another one over in the new shopping center where the new Publix is, and Chipotle and Five Guys, as Beaufort continues to grow, as we know that. But then they just put the new one on Trask Parkway over by the Homes to Suite and the new hotels over there, there by the refuel.
Yes.
It's the only refuel I've ever seen in person, the new gas station.
Yeah, me too.
So it's a great spot and great subs. So any families or anybody who's watching who might be coming in later, definitely stop by Substation 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is on my list of things to do while I'm up here for the next few days with you and with everyone here who are volunteering and taking part in what is going to be a fantastic World Series ahead.
So it's going to be AJ Pratt, the new pitcher, and then we're going to also see who's taking over at second base.
Not even close. What's your going outfield? Number 18.
2-0.
Who's playing Tennessee?
Louisiana.
And we're back in the game. That first pitch from Pratt is going to be fouled off by Seacott.
Quick scoring update over on Field 3. A bit of a route going on over there, Tri-County, South Carolina, which includes Hampton, Bamberg, and I believe Allendale counties. So not far from here, but they are struggling in their game against Troy, Alabama. It is currently 12-1.
Yeah, a lot of action going on around here, trying to kind of keep up with everything. And the sun started to peek through the clouds, and Pratt, way ahead in the count, is going to have Seacott foul off another one. He's still ahead 0-2. So Pratt pounding that strike zone early on. Off-speed pitch in there, and he's got him. Strike 3 looking. Backwards K in the book, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Mason Newton, the third baseman.
And that's the start you want to see out of AJ Pratt with the bases loaded here. A lot of pressure being put on him as he was brought into this game and took up on the mound. So
that one's popped up high, deep into left field. Sky, that cloudy, and it's going to be dropped by the center fielder. 1 run scores, a second one coming around. And that's going to be an F8, but he's going to end up on second base. Or E8, excuse me, not F.
wow.
Yeah. Reese Bruget coming up here. And that's going to be the 9th batter of the inning.
Tough break for Tennessee. Thought they had that third out there.
Yeah, he was camped. He called off the left fielder. but it's that in between the
In their first strike, they were only one. That's his money.
speed pitch to Newton, or to Boucher, excuse me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting some direction from our technical director, Chloe. A lot of moving parts around here with so many games going on, especially with the rain out yesterday. So 5-0 our score. In favor of Louisiana. Count is even at 2-2 to the 9th man to bat in the inning. Diaz, the pitcher. And Pratt turns to check the runner at second. Max, that opening ceremonies yesterday was absolutely awesome. Having every team out there on field 3. And it was the throw down to third base, and Newton is going to swipe the bag.
Yeah, what a fantastic opening ceremony. Having every team lined up all across the shallow outfield. Really special, and getting to honor the coaches and the state directors from each and every state that are participating here at the Dixie Boys and Junior Boys World Series.
Yeah, it was a great ceremony. PA'd by the legendary voice of gospel. Known him for plenty of years.
Yeah.
He's done a terrific job, and he's continuing his ranks at the collegiate level. He did many years with USCB baseball. So great to hear Guy's voice again. That one grounded to third baseman, throw on to first in time, and that will retire the side. That's not before 5 runs come across the board, a couple of errors and 2 hits. But we are through 1 complete. Louisiana leads 5-0. You're watching Junior Boys World Series on BCTV.
The Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop and Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel. Go Loco! The Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop, where NYC and Syracuse hoops legend Tony Red Bruin opens up his Rolodex and talks hoops with stars past and present, like Sam Perkins and Jay Billis. And Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports from Hall of Fame sports writer Curry Kirkpatrick, former ESPN SportsCenter anchor Bob Stevens, and legendary Hilton Head Prep basketball coach Rich Basirico. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel or at locosports.com. Go Loco. Hey Loco sports fans, the Loco Sports Lowdown is your ticket to staying in the know about the latest local sports news, insight, and analysis from around the Lowcountry. Tune in live or stream on demand on the Loco Media Network on YouTube.
Remington Adams going to lead things off for Tennessee against Diaz, who worked around a couple of base runners early in the first inning, and we are in a 5-0 game. That's been kind of the look here in these first couple games. Some big innings there. Yes, first pitch, just a bit up high and outside, ball 1. Diaz winds, kicks, delivers, and that's swung on a miss, strike 1. Yeah, that first inning really kind of let Diaz settle in. And now remember, it's a continuation from yesterday. So I think he threw like 5 or 6 pitches yesterday, or however it was. And so still trying to decide. They're trying to figure out how that, is it a continuation or is it a fresh count? So
Yeah, and the other thing was for him, I mean, he had 2 runners on when the game stopped. He was struggling a little bit, but that's what's going to happen when it's pouring rain and you're trying to pitch and throw a baseball that may get a little bit on the slick side when it's pouring rain outside. So he did pretty well to hold it up until the game was delayed up into today.
And that one swung on a miss, and he has set down every out via the strikeout. That's 4 Ks for the Louisiana starting pitcher.
Yeah,
And that's going to bring in the pitcher, Pratt. He is now taking over the rubber. So it's the battle of the pitchers right here.
Yeah, Diaz is dealing so far today.
That little cut fastball hits the outside corner for a strike. Yeah, I mean, he's got some great movement coming out of there. He's got a very solid delivery. So this is going to be the one to keep an eye on, I think. That one swung on a miss, strike 2. And Max, do I dare say it again? He's got an 0-2 count. He's got a chance to strike out another.
Yeah, he's dealing today. He's got watching him pitch. He's got a very smooth movement into that throw, and it's really, really, really fun to watch.
Griffin sets up on the outside corner looking for that possible outside breaking pitch, but that one tips off the outside of his glove and then heads back to the fence. It's 1-2. And the 1-2, a little bit up. That'll even the count. That sun trying to peek through the clouds. It's going to be a cloudy day this afternoon. Thunderstorms expected later in the afternoon. That one popped into foul territory. Newton chasing into foul territory, and he makes the grab. So that is an FF5 in the book. And Caden Butel, the left fielder. Left fielder for Tennessee. Yes, first pitch misses high. Now, Max, how do you think the players are going to have to adjust with this cloud coverage and trying to make sure they can see that ball? Because we saw it happen in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, it makes it a little more difficult. I think on the plus side, it won't be as hot outside as it could be if it was bright sunshine. Because as you and I both know, it can get quite humid and very hot down here. With those temperatures rising up into the hundreds at times. So, with that cloud cover on the plus side, it will help temperature wise. It'll keep these players a little bit cooler, a little more energized.
All right, Max. Well, yep. And Butel grounds out one to short, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 goes Tennessee in the top half of the third, or top half of the second, excuse me. Sorry, we're hearing all different types of things. But we're through 1.5. It's 5-0 Louisiana.
Hello, I'm Joe Passament, Chairman of Beaufort County Council. Happy New Year to you and yours. Beaufort County is growing at a record pace. If you are new to the area or just visiting, we want to welcome you to our beautiful Low Country. Whether you are here to eat, stay, or play, enjoy yourself and welcome to Beaufort County.
All right, so we're going to fix the defensive lineup here for you for Tennessee after the pitching change in the previous half inning as Diaz fouls off the first pitch. Now playing second base is going to be number 12, Hudson Tootin. AJ Pratt on the mound, as we said, and Miles Roach, the pitcher, is at shortstop. And that then moves shortstop Colt Stewart down to third base. So that's the new defensive lineup for the Volunteer State. Diaz 1-1 miss at that pitch from Pratt, and he's down 0-2. Oh, 2 from Pratt here, just off the plate. That's a great eye there by Diaz. Yeah. A terrific pitch from Pratt.
Yeah, Pratt's pitching well so far. Apart from that error that happened in the outfield, which wasn't his fault, he's pitched really well.
And Diaz rips that one through the hole for a base hit. So he continues his hot hitting. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. That's going to bring up Pete Griffin, the catcher.
Now, number 21.
Oh, and a little miscue there on the throwback from the infield is going to allow him to move in. So an error. Not sure who had that last. A foul ball from the other field coming into play.
After more of the league, I haven't got South Carolina. Well, we're doing right field. Team Texas.
So Griffin reached via base on balls his last time and scored. And so quickly, Tennessee is in a tiny hole with a runner in scoring position. I'm thinking that Diaz is like your combination. He's your number one. He's got some speed, so that's why he's right there in the leadoff spot. Try to get him as many ABs as you possibly can.
Yeah, he is a full athlete, and it's really cool to watch him play on both sides of the ball.
A lot of craziness over here. South Carolina and Texas at a 10-2 score in the 6th inning. Then Max, we'll get an update on the other Alabama South Carolina game. Pratt, off-speed pitch, outside, ball 1. The fans starting to trickle their way in. Yesterday, the entire stadium was packed. You could not find a seat in any of the bleachers. A lot of, I think what you call it, the travel ball parent, obviously, with all the rocking chairs and that one above his head on the off-speed pitch. And he's way behind 2-0 now. The 2-0 down in the dirt and gets away from the catcher French, but not enough to allow Diaz.
Well, currently on field 3, it remains to be a 12-1 ball game between Tri-County, South Carolina, and Troy, Alabama. And we will continue to keep an eye on both games happening on all 3 fields, including our field here, field 2, between Louisiana and Tennessee.
Yep. I'll be with you on field 2 for the rest of the day. And then we'll be joined by Wes Kerr for the later half afternoon games. A Diaz swipes second, and it's a 3-1 count to Griffin. And he hits that one to the third baseman. Diaz is going to score, throw on first in time. So the run does score, but the out's recorded 5-3. And it's 6-0 Louisiana.
Number 44, Camber Keller.
Camber Keller. He reached via walk his last time up. That was a tough first inning there for Tennessee. Roche just couldn't find his spot there. Pratt coming in here and settling in just a little bit, and that first pitch has popped up in the infield. The second baseman coming in, and he makes the grab. So 2 down here, and that's a good way.
Now batting number 10, Julian.
That's a good start to the inning after the leadoff single from Diaz. Pastrana grounded out to short his last time up, and he's got bases empty here in 2 outs. Pratt's first pitch right off the outside corner of the plate, but it tailed back in there for a strike. I love watching those 2-seam fastballs go right off the plate.
Especially from our point of view, it's always fun.
That's right. Now one's hit off the end of the bat of the third baseman, throw on to first in time, and Tennessee has a good comeback inning. Only 1 run scores, and we're through 2 complete. It's 6-0 Louisiana.
Don't have cable? No problem. You can now stream WHHI TV on Roku, Fire TV, and on WHHITV.com. Just search WHHI TV and download our app. It's that easy. Tune in to watch WHHI TV Daily Newscast, where we strive to bring you more news more often. We cover local headlines, weather, and sports every odd hour on the hour. Hear from your local government officials, shop owners, sports directors, healthcare providers, and many more. WHHI TV, your hyper-local news channel.
Looking for a great career opportunity? Beaufort County, South Carolina has several job openings in areas that will match your skill set. We're looking for emergency medical professionals, detention center officers, stormwater and ground crews, aircraft mechanics, alcohol and drug specialists, medical professionals, IT specialists, library assistants, bus drivers, and much more. Beaufort County offers competitive salaries, best-in-class benefits, and a positive work environment. Apply today at BeaufortCountySC.gov.
The Beaufort County Library serves and supports the community for learning, for leisure, for life. Our locations are gathering places that allow all residents free access to education, technology, and literacy development. Your library has many resources that are available to you. Summer readings and events, free Wi-Fi and public computers, access to meeting rooms and study rooms, plus multiple digital resources. Visit your local Beaufort County Library. Your library card is waiting for you. The Beaufort County
The throw down a second, and we are back. So Diaz is on that pitch count. So depending on how Louisiana wants to throw it, he's got about 5 or 6 pitches before if he throws 6 pitches this inning and gets them through 3, he can pitch later tonight. That first pitch outside, ball 1. Newton was a strikeout victim his first time up. I went down low, ball 2. So we'll see what the Louisiana head coach decides he wants to do. If he wants to use Diaz through this game and guarantee and have to have him sit for 30 hours. That's the pitch count rules. 2-1. In their first strike, right on the inside part of the corner. And an off-speed pitch gets him looking and struck out for the second time, did too. And that will bring up Colt Stewart.
Number 3, Colt Stewart.
Third baseman. Swung on and missed.
26.
So it looks like they're going to ride Diaz right now and let him pitch.
And I think what that tells me is that he's not the only strong pitcher that they have on this team. I think those coaches believe and trust that their pitching staff will be strong,
Absolutely.
with not just Diaz.
That one squibbed off to the end of the bat. Second base. Throw on to first in time.
Number 20, Miles Roach.
And that will be the second out of the inning. Shortstop Miles Roach going to come up here. That was Jaden Renthrow. Jaden is the second baseman. He's being DH'd for by Gavin Agrizzano. The line to kick into delivery and a beautiful off-speed pitch. Looks like you were a little slider or cutter there from Diaz in there for strike 1. Yes, it's a 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and that one's ripped through the hole by Roach for a base hit. And the right fielder, Seacott, overran it just for a split second, but no damage done. It's a base hit for Roach.
Again, the Dixie Boys Junior and Dixie Boys World Series is brought to you by Beaufort County Television. Watch your local government and community in action on Beaufort County Television. Download our free app and tune in for all things Beaufort County, available on all major streaming devices.
I want to appreciate BCTV for hosting us on these games, getting the local talent from Loco Sports, Beaufort Own, WHHI, USCB, a great number of community members involved here for this tournament. Diaz's first pitch to French just swung on and missed.
I think that's a great thing about this tournament is that the entire community in Beaufort County is taking part in this tournament because it means so much to this community to have this tournament here and have teams from all over the Southeast joining us here.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. I want to thank all the people at BCTV for helping us put this on. And that quick move over there from Diaz almost got Roach leaning. He did not have a very big lead, but that move was very quick. So Roach getting a little bit of a larger lead, leaning back towards first base, and he takes a quarter step back. Swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch. Throw back down to first, and Roach will dive back in. So French behind in the count 1-2. Diaz looking for another strikeout. Oh, and he was walking off the mound. That was a perfect backdoor breaking ball. I don't know where that one missed. That's where we need an outfield camera there, Max. We need to see where that one was. That was pretty. That one's fouled off out of play.
Boy, that was a perfect spot. I agree with you. I'm not sure where that one missed.
Must have been just inside. You know, umpires there for a reason. So
everyone here in the booth watching this game all thinking the same thing. Where was that pitch?
We're not directly behind home plate, and we're not high enough to see that over the umpire's shoulders. Here comes the 2-2. That one looked like a cutter to me. And that's going to run the count full 3-2. And that one in there for a strike. Fastball right on the outside part of the black. And another strikeout for the Louisiana right-hander.
This count for she has 50.
So
Luis Diaz has 50.
No runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on for Tennessee. We're through 2.5. Louisiana's up 6-0.
The Beaufort County Library serves and supports the community for learning, for leisure, for life. Our locations are gathering places that allow all residents free access to education, technology, and literacy development. Your library has many resources that are available to you. Summer readings and events, free Wi-Fi and public computers, access to meeting rooms and study rooms, plus multiple digital resources. Visit your local Beaufort County Library. Your library card is waiting for you. The Beaufort County Library offers 2 bookmobiles that serve all residents of Beaufort County. With nearly all of the services customers expect from a branch library, you can sign up for or renew library cards, check out and return books, and request books from the online library catalog. On board our fully handicap accessible 26-foot bookmobiles, you'll find a wide variety of materials, including books for children, teens, adults, bestsellers, and large print. Visit our website for schedules and more information. The beautiful Beaufort County Passive Parks are your natural outdoor getaway. Our accessible, nature-based outdoor recreation is perfect for hiking, biking, enjoying wildlife, nature studies, family picnics, relaxing, and more. Experience the feels and sounds of nature at the Beaufort County Passive Parks. Visit our website for park locations and more information.
At Beaufort County Parks and Recreation, we're renewing our commitment.
Caden Duplant going to lead things off for Louisiana in the 3rd inning. First pitch from Pratt. Off-speed pitch misses. A 1-0. Swung on and grounded over to second base. Bobbled. And he's safe. Not in time. E4.
Well, the Dixie Junior Boys World Series is brought to you by WHHI News, the #1 news leader in Beaufort, Hampton, and Jasper counties in South Carolina. Download the free app and stay informed on all things Low Country with the WHHI app, available on all major streaming devices.
Hudson Tootin with the bobble there. That's going to bring up Agrizzano.
We also have a WHHI crew with us here as another one of our commentating crew, Marcus Walsh and Kevin Libby, joining over on one of the other fields right now between Texas and South Carolina, which is currently a score of 10-2 in the favor of Texas in the 7th inning.
Hopefully, both those games look like they're going to wrap up here in just a few moments, so it'll be just us on the air for about 30 minutes as they get ready for game numbers 4 and 7, or 4 and 6, excuse me, because this is technically game 2. First pitch to Agrizzano in there for a strike from Pratt. And that's going to be a balk from Pratt. He did not throw over.
And Tennessee is finding all kinds of trouble right now. They cannot seem to figure out this Louisiana team.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to have it go. First you have an error and then a balk. And that one's ripped into left field, and that's going to get down. You can see the water hit. So Dupon's going to score easily, and it's now 7-0 in favor of Louisiana.
And Louisiana is slowly starting to run away with this game, and it's getting a bit out of hand for Decatur, Tennessee.
Well, you gotta take it one out at a time, and that's fine. I mean, like, one run's not going to hurt you. The big inning in the first was what kind of put you in a hole early, but they only allowed 1 run in the second inning and only allowed 1 right here. So you come up here, you get a double play, and you're right back into it.
And they have enough time to get back into this game. It's only the 3rd inning, so they still have enough time to find a way to get back into this game. But they are in a huge hole right now, and it is 7-0 in favor of Louisiana.
And it's not over till it's over. So it's always going to be a little bit, it's a hole to dig out of, but there's not anything insurmountable. 7 runs, especially with this weather. You know, the sun's definitely peeking through. We're having to put our hats up. And we are right in the sun. Swung on a miss there from Seacott. Makes the count 1-1. But Max, that ball just like splashed right in there into left field. So, I mean, how much water the field took in yesterday.
Yeah, you can definitely see. I mean, it was pouring rain yesterday, last night when those games went into delay. So, you know, those fields towards the outfield are going to be a little bit on the damn side. Our announcer here is saying the left fielder was in the splash zone.
That one just off the plate, and Pratt's in danger of walking Seacott. Eleven to 2 on field 1 in the 7th inning. That one's popped skied into center field. Center fielder drifting back, and he's going to get over. He's going to get over his head. And he slips out there in center field. 1 run is going to come all the way around to score from first. And it is a stand-up triple there for Seacott. Again, the skies are definitely playing some mind games out there because of the cloud coverage.
And that lead is continuing to grow for Louisiana. And Tennessee has got to figure a way to get out of this inning.
Yeah, right now it's come in here and just get it out. That's how you do. You stop the bleeding any way you can right now. And that's a good start for this at bat to Newton. It's the first pitch breaking ball in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. That one's fouled back out of play. And Newton is quickly behind 0-2. and swung on a miss on a high and outside breaking pitch from Newton, or excuse me, from Pratt. Gets Newton swinging. Reese Bruget coming up here, and he grounded out to end the first inning. The first pitch to Bruget, and he's trying to bunt, and it's going to be a foul ball. I can't see the lines with how bright that sun is coming in.
Yeah.
And then we're also getting a little bit distracted by this conversation up in the booth about Greg Maddox and whether or not he played for the Padres. I can assure you that he did play for the Padres for one season. Pitch outside and make the count even at 1-1.
Yeah, he may have played for the Padres, but you and I both know he will always and forever be an Atlanta Brave.
I say he's probably an Atlanta Brave and a Chicago Cub.
Yeah.
That's where he spent most of his career. And that one's grounded through grounded to the third baseman, and it's off his glove, and that's going to be an infield single for Bruchet. And a run's going to score. It's now 9-0 in favor of Louisiana.
Now batting number 23, Louis.
Now you got to wonder what the coaches are thinking here in terms of pitching. Can Tennessee get through this inning with their current pitcher? Well, the Dixie Boys Junior Boys World Series is brought to you by Loco Sports, your #1 online source for sports news in the South Carolina Lowcountry, as well as Sunny Summers Cafe next to Publix on Robert Smalls Parkway in Beaufort. Come see us for breakfast and lunch. And we have a bit of their food up here today. I've got a bit of their coffee and some of their donuts. I look forward to trying one of those when this game is over.
So still trying to get our sight back with how bright it is coming in right here. Out 1-0 here to Diaz. And he didn't like that one, but it's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Or 1-1, excuse me. Owen grounded back to the pitcher, Pratt, throw on the first in time. 1-3 on the putout, and that's going to move Bruchet up to second base. 2 outs here in the inning. That's going to bring up Griffin.
And looks like the coach is going to come out here and maybe a pitching change here.
Yeah,
Well, the Dixie Boys Junior Baseball Tournament is obviously brought to you by Dixie Boys Baseball, offering youth baseball for over 65 years. And Local's Restaurant, Convenience and Specialty Store on Possum Hill Road in Beaufort, right down the road from us here at Burton Wells Park in Beaufort.
It's getting toasty over here in the. So, Max, maybe we do make that change and move over there to field 3. Because that sun is right in, making it a little bit difficult to see. And so
it's blazing.
That is a pitching change coming, and that looks like it's going to be Hudson Tootin. So we're gonna take a quick break. You're watching the Dixie Boys Baseball World Series here on the Beaufort County TV.
At Beaufort County Parks and Recreation, we're renewing our commitment to our community through respect, integrity, and a standard of excellence. Whether you want to grow your family through fun and affordable sports, exercise, activities, or swimming, we'll show you and your family courtesy, compassion, and dignity every step of the way. Come rise with us for the fun of it.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am. My name is Javon Livingston, founder of Buford's Own, and we're looking for sponsors for our live streams. We're going to be broadcasting Buford High sports all year long. So you name it, football, volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball, all right here on Buford's Own. And we're looking for sponsors. So send us an email at info@Buford'sOwn.com.
So Tootin takes over on the mound, and the first pitch to Griffin in there for a strike with a breaking ball. And Louisiana is trying to put this game out of reach early. Still 2 outs here in the third inning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the run rules do go as follows. That one hit him right off the helmet. So the run rules, if you're not familiar with Dixie Youth Baseball, is 15 runs after 3 innings, 12 runs after 4, and 10 after 5. So we are at 9-0 here with Louisiana. A couple of those other games are closing out their first games. Games 1 and 3, and Tootin's first pitch, and that one is skied. And second baseman's going to make the grab to end the inning. But that's not before 4 runs come across the board.
Three pitches for one, 2.
And so we're going to take a quick break. It's 9-0 in favor of Louisiana.
You got named the tournament so thanks. Bus 2.
Emergency vehicles are everywhere. Do you know what to do when you hear their sirens? Pull over and put your blinkers on. Move safely to the side of the road and let them pass. If you aren't able to pull over, please slow down. Pay attention to traffic and try not to rubberneck. Keep all your attention on the traffic around you. More people are on the roads driving to work, school, or the beach, and just living their lives. Our first responders, fire, police, and EMS save lives every day. We need to help them do their jobs safely, and at the end of the day, we'll all go home to our families.
Make sure to check out Festive Buford, your exclusive ticket to all the excitement happening across Beaufort County. Join us as we explore vibrant events that bring our community together. From local flavors at seafood festivals to creativity at art shows, Festive Buford celebrates the heart and soul of our community. Don't miss the stories behind these events that make Beaufort County shine. Tune in and discover why Beaufort County is the place for every occasion. Festive Beaufort is where the spirit of our community comes alive. Find episodes of Festive Beaufort on BCTV, on the BCTV YouTube channel, and on the BCTV app.
Loco Media.
Asa Smith going to lead things off for Tennessee. We were just talking with some of the crew around here, and it is a madhouse up here right now with all the ongoing games. So, but hopefully you guys can hear all of us. That first pitch misses, ball one. Baseless Smith singled his first at bat. And that one's ripped into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And he turns the corner thinking about to, but he's going to put on the brakes, and he's going to stand at first base with a leadoff single.
And a good start for Tennessee. Try to do the best they can to get back into this game, which is now a 9-0 game in favor of Louisiana.
That's going to bring in the designated hitter, Khalil Strode. Yeah, you chip away. You score one here, you score two the next inning, however it is. You're about midway through right here, so you got to start looking at cutting into this lead.
Yeah, it's starting to get to that point where you need to find a way to score a run. And our game over on field 3 has just ended between Tri-County and Troy, Alabama. And the final score is 17-1 in favor of Troy, Alabama.
That first pitch to Strode misses, ball one. Yeah. That last inning is where Diaz looked to kind of, he was giving up a little bit more. He still had 2 strikeouts.
Oh boy. That ball got by the right fielder, so it's got 2 men on now for Tennessee, and that is a good start for them.
So 2 runners on here as Strode reaches. Oh, there's that cloud coverage now. There.
That's nice. I like that.
We can see again. And definitely seeing some familiar faces, former players that I've coached who will look to be playing for the Beaufort County team. Yeah, Diaz put a little bit of extra behind that one. That one falls down, ball one to Adams.
Yeah, that Beaufort County team getting ready to play, and man, how great is it to wear those jerseys, representing as the host for this tournament. It's got to be special wearing those.
Snap throw back to second. It does get under the second baseman Renthop's glove, but no advance from Smith. Now we're you can see Diaz trying to get a grip. So game three is officially in the books. And it looks like game 1 is in the books as well, or close to it. So it'll quiet down in here just a smidge. Counts 2-1 to Adams. Like you said, Max, this is the time to chip away and start taking away from this lead.
This is a good spot to do it with 2 runners on here for Tennessee and threatening with a runner in scoring position.
We'll see how it is. Diaz has been working very strong here.
Yes.
And he's been, when he's gotten himself into a jam, he's worked out of it. And that one bunted back to the screen from Adams. And it's going to even the count at 2. He's trying to move the runners up, put them in scoring position.
Yep, so you got 2 strikes on you. Now you got to find the right pitch and try and see if he can get it through a gap here.
Yeah, Diaz is dealing right now. He's throwing hard. Throw over first. Almost overshot his first baseman. If you're Diaz in this situation, Max, I think that you need to focus on the batter, get that out, because you've got a comfortable lead. You're working hard, but you also need to get that out. And there it is, strike 3.
Yeah, getting that first out is huge for him because now it puts it in a position to get out with a double play.
That's his 7th strikeout already.
Yeah, Diaz is absolutely dealing here in this game. It's been really impressive watching him. He might be one of the top pitchers in this tournament.
I look forward to seeing these other kids pitching, but just in the bit that we've seen, he has been dominant. First pitch to Pratt, in there for a strike. Griffin can't get the squeeze, but no advance from the runners. Game 1 still hasn't completed yet. It is still going. Score is 13-2 over there. That one just misses high, ball 1.
Yeah, the team from Rusk, Texas, trying to finish that game over on field 1. So it currently is a 13-2 in their favor.
That one swung on a miss.
I think this I was just the door here. AFC being a state over, but I am definitely pro check that.
That one gets to the backstop, and the runners are going to advance on the wild pitch.
From pitch 1 to the end, it was the second day of this tournament.
Pitch from Diaz, swung on a miss. And Pratt goes down. Another strikeout. So 8 strikeouts for Diaz through 3 2/3 innings, and he has been dominant.
Yeah, absolutely dealing.
Butel rounded out to short his last time up. Off speed pitch misses high and outside, ball 1.
He has really gotten to work here with 2 runners in scoring position.
And there for a strike. So the game that we were supposed to call on game 2 or on field 2 yesterday is moving over to game 1 or field 1. So we won't get to see the local team.
Yeah, the Beaver County boys. Yeah, well, a little bit disappointing, but we will definitely be keeping an eye on them as they are obviously one of our favorites here in this tournament, of course, being the host team and us being local boys who have played here in Beaufort County for Dixie Boys baseball before. So we will definitely be keeping an eye on that game when it gets started.
Yes, thank you.
That one's fouled back to the screen.
We will get you our anticipated lineup for today here in
The count here is swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Diaz.
This count for Diaz, 75. 75 pitches for Luis Diaz.
And Diaz has got 75 pitches, and that might be it for his numbers. And then, first 2 batters reach, and then he strikes out the side. What a day for Diaz. But we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Dixie Youth Boys World Series on BCTV.
Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop and Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel. Go Loco! Hey Loco sports fans, the Loco Sports Lowdown is your ticket to staying in the know about the latest local sports news, insight, and analysis from around the Lowcountry. Tune in live or stream on demand on the Loco Media Network on YouTube.
And welcome back to the Dixie Boys Baseball Junior Boys World Series, which is brought to you by Beaufort County Television. Watch your local government and community in action on the Beaufort County Television. Download the free app and tune in for all things Beaufort County, available on streaming major streaming devices. And the Beaufort Visitor and Conventions Bureau. Check out visitbeaufort.com. Come live, work, and play in beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina.
And Pastrana is going to lead things off here for Louisiana. Accounts 2-0 here to Louisiana's first baseman. That one's popped into left field, and it's going to get down. Left fielder tried to make a spectacular diving catch, but Pastrana is going to reach with a leadoff single. Going to bring up Duplin.
Yeah, now this is the point in the game where Tennessee needs to hold Louisiana here. And, you know, you're at that point in the game where it's going to be real tricky for them to get back into this game. But now is the time to do it. And it starts by holding them off here and not allowing another run to score in this inning.
Yeah. Tennessee's got to have a shutdown inning if they want to continue this game. If Louisiana can put together a big inning, and this isn't going to help it, the error from the pitcher.
Well, the Dixie Boys Baseball Junior Boys World Series is brought to you by Beaver County, South Carolina Parks and Recreation. Beaver County Parks and Recreation, come rise with us.
That does not help Tennessee in their task to keep this game where it is. It's 9-0. Louisiana has scored in every single inning. That pitch outside, ball one. Shooting, looking for getting out right here, and he's going to throw back. The 1-0, and that's going to get away, and that's going to move the runner Pastrana to third base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and this is not a good look for Tennessee right now. You got a runner now 90 feet from home plate with still no outs.
Yeah, it's right here. You're looking at it, and you're just trying to keep the bleeding down. So 3-0 to Duplin. And you looks like you're bringing the infield in. They know that's it, and that's ball four. So Duplin works the walk. He reaches base for the third time this afternoon.
Batting number 8, Gavin Agrisano.
Gavin Agrisano coming up here with a chance to break this game open and put in some mercy rules. So the middle infielders will creep back a little bit. Third baseman playing just behind the bag. First base holding them on. Agrizano calls time. And they're going to try and pick them off, and they're going to get them.
Great play by Tennessee there.
So Duplon gets picked off 1-6 or 1-4, excuse me. Yeah, they were trying to score a run there. So 1 out now. That one's going to be ripped into the left center field gap just in front of the center fielder, and the run will score. Pastrana walks home. It's 10-0 Louisiana.
Now batting number 11, Dax.
Dax Seacott, the right fielder, looking to try and extend this game for Louisiana. This bottom half of the lineup has been extremely potent here for the Louisiana team. Getting on base, scoring some runs. That one misses way high. Count 2-0. Or 1-0, excuse me. First pitch fell. Here comes the 1-0. That went in there for a strike.
Yeah, Seacott didn't light where that ball was placed.
Yeah, right on the inside part of the black. Comes the 1-1. That one's ripped into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Seacott, who tripled home a run his last time.
Now batting number 1, Mason Newton.
So 2 runners on here with 1 out. Mason Newton steps up to the plate. He reached in the first inning on an error by the center fielder. That was the one that was hit straight up the center field.
Yep.
That first pitch down low, ball 1.
Robin.
The 1-0 here to Newton. Down low, ball 2. $10-0 our score. Louisiana on top. Hudson Tootin, also known as Fuss Tootin. That's what it was on the lineup card. Checks the runner at second, and he throws back. And it tips off the second baseman's glove, but no advance. The 2-0 to Louisiana's third baseman swung on and missed.
And what a showing Louisiana's put on so far in this game. A really strong lineup, but from the top all the way down to the bottom of this lineup, it has been really fun to watch.
Another swung on and miss. That's strike 2. Good pitch there from Tootin. 2-2 pitch underway. Swung on and missed. So Newton goes down for the second time via the strikeout, and that's going to bring up Boucher.
Now batting number 6, Reese Boucher.
Oh, excuse me, never mind. We are getting a pinch hitter. That's going to be number 18.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We have a substitution for Louisiana, so now batting number 18, Blake Clark.
Richard.
So Clark going to pinch hit here for Boucher. We'll see if he stays in and remains in left field. But then after this, you turn the lineup over back up to Diaz, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. So you're right here, and you're in that zone, Max, where you got to look and say, hey, what can I do? As Louisiana, you're saying, what can I do to end this game in the bottom of the 4th inning? And Tennessee saying, what can I do to extend this game into the 5th?
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough one for Tennessee here. You got 2 runners on now. You got 2 outs, so see if they can get it right here.
Slow roller. And he's safe at first and reaches on an infield single. Roach was playing way deep, and he just let that one come to him.
Now batting number 23.
And now Tennessee is in a little bit of trouble here. They got 2 outs here, but now you got bases loaded, and it could be a problem. But, now at any base. So a ground ball could be huge here for Tennessee to keep them in this game.
This is where the lineup turns over for Louisiana. Diaz singled in the first, singled in the second, and then he rounded out in the third. So he's 4 at bats and 4, and that's going to bring in a run. Hit by a pitch. 11-0 Louisiana.
That brings up number 21, Pete Griffin.
Pete Griffin, the catcher, taking off his gear, and he knows right here he can end this game. And so all the pressure on Tennessee right now. Bases are juiced. And that sun is peeking right back out. First pitch from Tootin. That one's grounded to shortstop. And that's going to be an infield single, and that's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. An infield single from Pete Griffin ends the game, and Louisiana takes care of Tennessee in game 2 of the Junior Boys Division World Series.
Man, what a great showing by Louisiana in this game. They were strong from top to bottom, and what a performance by Luis Diaz. And we cannot wait to get to see more of him so in this tournament. It's going to be real fun to watch this team play.
Yeah, Luis Diaz absolutely put a show on the rubber in game 2 of this tournament, and he was dominant. 9 strikeouts. He picks up the win, and he gets 2 hits and an RBI with the hit by pitch. So they will move into the winner's bracket. So here we go. But Max, we're going to take a break, get the field ready for game number 5. And then we'll be back from the call here in the next, I guess, hour and a half, whenever the next game is scheduled. So for Max Arash, this is Bracken Lambert signing off for game number 2. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. You're watching the Dixie Junior Boys World Series on BCTV.